everyone, this is Annette. Welcome to my scrapbooking corner. This is Sunday, August 17th. Kids start school tomorrow, so I'll be back to work myself. Anyway, I am going to do something out of the ordinary for me. I am going to try, because this is really pretty paper. I bought this actually to make my own Project Life cards. I thought, I'm going to try to do buy paper that I would normally wouldn't use as scrapbook and make them into Project Life cards. But these papers are actually really pretty. And doing 8.5 by 11, when you have papers like this, you end up cutting off the sides. I thought, well, I found, and I don't do it because 12 by 12 page protectors are expensive. And so I actually found a company online you can get, I think it's like $25 for 100 sheets of 12 by 12 page protectors. So, and they have really good reviews on their page protectors. So I'm going to order that and try that. And Joann's had a sale on their 12 by 12 3-ring binders. So I got that too, because that was another reason why is the 3-ring binders are expensive. They're $20. So it's not like it's way expensive, but I got it 30% off, so I bought two. One for me, one for my dad's. Anyway, so I'm going to use this paper, which came from this. And I bought 3 new paper cuts. Like, I need paper, but my intentions was to use it, but then I got to looking at them. I'm like, oh, I will never use this. And then I got to looking, when I got home, I was like, these are actually really pretty. So I'm going to do that. And what I did is I had stored my, when I cut down my 8.5 by 11s, I stored them in a drawer. And what I did is I took all of those and I cut them down to 3 by 4. Because those, when I use Project Life cards, that's what I use majority, is 3 by 4 and 3 by 3. These, I rounded the corners. I bought a Becky Higgins quarter rounder and I started using it and it jammed, so I have to take it back and I'm going to see if I can find a different brand. I think I didn't like Becky Higgins corner rounder punch. I didn't, sorry, but I didn't. But anyway, so these are all my scraps that from cutting down my 8.5 by 11s. I just stored them in with the intentions of using them for paper layering, and then I forget about them. So instead, I put them in here, and then these corners are not rounded. I figured, you know what, I'm just going to round them as I use them. But anyway, so I figured when you buy Project Life cards, the majority of them are just random patterns anyway. So with the occasional phrase on them, but that is okay. But I wanted to show you that. That is what I've been working on instead of scrapbooking. While at night, because I get home from work, setting up my room, and I was just exhausted. I didn't feel like doing it. So anyway, so that's what I worked on. And I purchased, might as well tell you my stuff I'm using. I purchased, it's over here, this Oh Darling vellum shapes and close knit and ephemera pack. And so I'm using that on this layout because they had Mom in me, and then I found this picture of my dad and I blew it and I cropped it, and the original is this one. And so I thought, well, you know what, it'd be cool if I can crop it and make it larger and then use a 4 by 6 and then use the original. I think it's 2 by 3, I think is what it ends up being. And then I'm going to use a Maggie Holmes card and mat that picture with other embellishments around here. So, like I said, I'm going to try doing a 12 by 12. I'm kind of excited and nervous because I like the 8.5 by 11s. I prefer that for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, so with that, let's get started. Okay. So I have a picture of my grandma with my dad when he was little. I was working on scrapbooking some pictures for my dad, for a scrapbook for him, so he has them. Anyway, so what I did is I scanned this picture and I did one as a 4x6, and then I still used the original, which was quite small, but I wanted to, as you can see, the original, he's so far back, so I wanted to blow it up so they were close. So I decided to go ahead and do that. And as you can see from the beginning, I used a floral stack, die cuts with a view, and I used Maggie Holmes Project Life core kit for the photo mat for the top photo, and also the one that says loved. And all of my embellishments are are Oh Darling and Close Knit ephemera packs that I purchased from Tuesday morning. And let's see. The large photo mat is 6.5 by 4.5, so my picture is 4x6. And the small photo, I do not have that down as to what size it is, but I know it's like 3.25 by 2.25 or something like that. It's quite small. So I really like how it looks, how I like it. Well, I like the fact that I was able to blow it up a little bit, and I cropped it so that way, and then made it a 4x6 without it distorting the picture too terribly bad. So I do have the original scanned. So if ever I should choose, or I can give pictures to my sister as well. So the mom plus me equals love. That one I thought was perfect for this layout, and that serves as my title. And that is from the Oh Darling. It's either from the Oh Darling or the Close Knit ephemera pack. I want to say that, actually I'm not going to say because I'm not for sure, but I know that flower is from the Close Knit pack ephemera, and that vellum doily, which I had cut in half, is from the Oh Darling. And the hearts is from the Oh Darling, and that doily there is from the Oh Darling. And hold on, I gotta yell at my dog. Coco! Hey! No, ma'am! I don't know why. She's barking. So. I like how this page turned out. I do add a butterfly, which is a Maggie Holmes. And I add it over there to the top right with the flowers. So I have 5 videos. I never did voiceovers for over my Christmas break, so I'm doing those now, so I can get those done because I need them uploaded to YouTube to meet my order. I have episodes for, I assign an episode to each video, so I got this thing about having them in order. Although I am missing, I didn't do my Easter. I don't know what happened to that video, so I might have to do a layout share for that video, because I talked about that in the Too Cute to Scare video that I actually published yesterday. And so I can publish one video every day for the next 2 months. That's how many videos I have. I have currently uploaded 18, and I still have more to do. So I have another probably 15 videos to upload to YouTube. Ugh. And so, and I have several more to edit that I have done since my Christmas break. So, and I have pictures of, I did do a process video for my hamsters that I got a week ago. This is January 29th, and I got them last weekend. I rescued them. They are 2 weeks old. I named them Naomi and Nala. Cute as can be. Sweet as a button. I should say sweet as pie. But at any rate, I did a layout for them. Walking home babies. So anyway, I felt bad for them. There was like 20 of them in one 10-gallon aquarium. And so I had to take at least 2. And they're as happy as can be, I tell you what. I have those little balls that they can roll around the house in. And so I do that for an hour. Well, they learned how to run on their exercise wheels now, because I have a 3-tier cage, and because I had hamsters 10, 12 years ago. Anyway, yeah. And so I have those balls that can run, where they can just run around the house from when I had Pixie and Trixie. And so I do that for an hour, although they did learn how to, that's what I was saying, they learned how to I have a 3-tier cage, and they finally learned how to climb the ladder to get to the second level, which has an exercise wheel, and then you can go to the third level, which also has an exercise wheel. And so they learned how to run on those, so if they are running on those, I don't bother with them and take them out, although I do take them out to hold them briefly, so they get that handling, so they don't bite, which they don't. They're very good. They'll be sound asleep, and I'll just go in and grab them. When they're sound asleep, that's the easiest way to get them. But anyway, so in this, back to the layout. So in that pencil box, I have my Maggie Holmes, and that is Fifth and Frolic. Just looking through them to see if there's anything. I have them all stored in there. There's On Trend. But currently what I did is I bought those, what are those? Hop Clopper. What are those things called? They're actually not Cropper Hoppers. They are something else. There's like an envelope, clear plastic envelope, and you put stuff in there. Over for Black Friday, I now have all my paper in those clear pockets to kind of keep them together, and so dust and stuff don't get on them. I've got this huge thing with, I'm like obsessed with clean. I drive my husband crazy, but I'm like a clean freak. And everything has to have a spot. And so I now have all my embellishments in those envelopes. So now that I know how everything's going to go down, I am now, excuse me, going to glue stuff down. I'm going to commit, because I really had no plan for this layout, so I had to lay everything down first and then figure out what I'm going to do. And I apologize for rambling on and on and on about my hamsters. They are super cute. They're tiny. So now I'm just going to adhere everything down. You might hear my phone going off because it's getting to be about the time my husband gets off work at 5 now. His boss closed down just before Thanksgiving, actually. Closed down his body shop, but his boss was very sweet and brought my husband with him to the shop where he was going to go as an estimator. So he talked to the owner there, and he was going to be needing a second painter because his current painter was leaving. So my husband was lucky enough to go and replace that painter. So it's awesome. He was able to bring all his employees with him to this other body shop. So the body shop is ABC Body Shop. If should you be in Ocala, Florida and need your car painted. He painted my car, and my husband is awesome. Somebody did a hit and run to my car while I was at Walmart and punctured a hole into my back fender right there behind my back wheel, and he took it in and fixed it. And he says, okay, it's all fixed. So I went out to look at it, and you can't even tell. I was like, how did you do that? He goes, I don't know, I just fixed it. And I'm like, well, how? I'm like, you can't even tell. It was amazing what that man can do. I was like, seriously? So, anyway, so I'm just adhering things down. And that's the butterfly that is Maggie Holmes. So it's just a matter of because let's see here, I have the vellum doilies, the hearts, the moms plus me equals love card, the word sun, and the tag, love you, which is that vellum love you, the flowers, the mom and me, the clothespin, and the arrow are from the Oh Darling Close Knit. Anyway, so, I thought I was done. I took it away. So, now I'm just kind of messing with it. Figuring out how I want the hearts to go down. And now I'm gluing the hearts down. And then that is pretty much all that I do to this layout. Yeah. Oh dear, I've been sneezing. I think I'm getting sick. I gotta sneeze. Anyway, I think I do. Ugh. There's the sun. Oh, my goodness. On teacher in-service days, that's when I wish I was a para, so I could stay home too. But we're going to go learn about science in pre-K. Won't that be interesting? Although I did teach my kids if something's a liquid, gas, or solid, so we know. All right, so anyway, so that completes this layout, and when I have more done, I'll be back with that. Bye.